Retail is becoming a very limited aspect of the economy, it seems. More stores are closing up shop because they are either going online or they are being bought out or simply destroyed by competition. This is a widespread issue and is leaving shopping malls empty. You came here for the truth, so let me unveil that for you. I have a whole bunch of issues that I want to get into today. I want to show you some charts. I want to show you some other information. Let's get into it right away. Looking at this infographic, what you will see is the inconvenient energy fact. It takes 79 solar workers to produce the same amount of electric power as one coal worker. I am all in favor of alternative energy, clean energy, but the fact remains is that it is very expensive to do what they are doing right now. All industries are subsidized in this regard anyway. You'll see that with dairy farmers, and you see that with different energy markets and everything else. And it seems to be that they tend to push something that they believe is beneficial. That's the problem that we have with central planners. They never know what to do. They're always either too early or too late, and it simply wastes a lot of money along the way. This perhaps would suggest to everyone this is one of those cases. All right, look at this. More workers in solar than fossil fuel power generation. Look at the chart for solar, or the graph here showing you significantly more versus fossil fuels as an example. And it just shows you the way that this works. The government cannot plan anything. They simply don't know what they're doing. A decade of negative headlines about our company. This is talking about Sears. And over the years, different headlines that have been going on, and you'll see shutting down stores. It didn't happen overnight. This is something that is continuously going on. More and more Sears have been closing up shop. Yes, they're still online, but the store itself is going out the window. Trends have changed, and new retailers have opened up their doors, but a lot of that has been going online. But that's not just the case of going online. There's a much bigger situation that's going on. Sears is closing 66 more stores. Even in Toronto, this has happened. It's happened all over the place, in fact. Okay, I want to switch gears for 1 second right here. You can see this. There's a lot to cover in the chart. Let me just see if I can just mention a couple points. The 12-month rolling net liquidity injection in billions of dollars, that's on the left side, and on the right you're seeing the MSCI World Equity Index. Essentially what we have here at this time is massive amounts of money being printed into the system, even though we still have the stocks at a record high. Globally, stocks are at near record highs or all-time highs. This should be a warning to the central banks. Hey, why not pull back on some of this injection? Why not increase interest rates? Why not try to stabilize the system instead of letting it run red hot? That's what I find to be oh so very funny, unless you really understand what they are trying to do. They are trying to siphon wealth away from the middle class and into the hands of the elite. Every time they print up money, digital money, it ends up in the hands of the elite. And guess who has to pay for it ultimately through one way, shape, or form? You and I. This right here is talking about the store closings. I should have put it prior, but anyway, you're looking at this right here, and I would just suggest to everyone, yes, clearly 2017, massive store closures. A lot of people say, look, it's because people are going online, but that didn't happen overnight. stores didn't close and Amazon just happened to just come up out of nowhere in 2017. That's not the case. The economy is dying. And yes, Amazon is doing well. More people are going online to shop there and shop at other big online retailers. But that's not the reason why Sears is closing, as an example. I mean, people simply are looking for better deals. They are starting to use new methods to do things. This is the old way is going out. That's a fact. And you can see that we had a tremendous amount of store closures right there around 2008, 2009 even, and so on. And you'll see that that has started to calm down over the years as the money started pumping out there. But once the gravy train stopped racing through, well, things really changed. And other than this little sort of blip that occurred here in 2016, the trend since 2013 has been on the up. So we'll see what happens next year. This is the biggest banks from 1987 according to deposits. Now that is strikingly apparent that the Japanese banks clearly had the market share. So what about now? We're looking at China really being at the forefront here, where massive amounts of wealth have made their way through China and into China. You can see the infrastructure that's being built, obviously with the public works going on there, but a lot has changed. And this charts, or two charts I should say, show me very clearly what's happening with the banking system. And then a couple charts here that I wanted to show you. The new summer school, the percentage of 16 to 19-year-olds enrolled in school each July. More and more and more. Individuals, young individuals are finding themselves to go into school where they perhaps wouldn't have before. That's a trend that just continues on and on. There's a reason for this, and partially because they're having a much more difficult time finding work, so they just go back to school. Also, at the same time, education in different areas is becoming subsidized, and it is becoming a way for people to basically try and improve their skill set. What I would tell you is that the goal is to give everyone a free university education. While that seems good on the outside, it basically dilutes what it's all worth. And that is the case today. You know, several decades ago, somebody had a high school education, they could get a great job. Today, that isn't really the case. More and more, that degree is being looked for, and it seems to be of less value. More and more to learn. Percentage of high school graduates completing at least 4 years of English, 3 years of science, math, and social science, and 2 years of foreign language. That is increasing as well. The numbers are only up until 2009, but the trend is very clear, and the points are from what I made previously. An improving jobs market. Teens are usually about 3 times more likely to be unemployed than other Americans. Youth unemployment is an epidemic globally. Look at Spain, look at Portugal, look at Italy, where you're seeing half of the youth unemployed. That's no different than what we see in the US. There's no different. I mean, the percentages obviously are different, but it's the same situation. And they're suggesting that, you know, older individuals are stealing their jobs. I think it's a much bigger picture that we're not looking at, and just the overall economy isn't doing as well as it was before. But have no fear, because the robots are here to help you out. The future, unfortunately, doesn't look too promising. That's why we need to be extra careful. We need to be extra prepared at this time. So I hope that you're doing your due diligence. If you found this video informative, please give me a thumbs up. Now, I want to tell everybody, finally, the t-shirts are here. I have one designed already, and there's so many more going to come, I assure you. So if you go to themoneygps.com, click on the store link. From that link, you will be brought to this page. First one's the audiobooks, but the second one here with the picture of the t-shirt, that will bring you right over to Amazon. So then you'll see this one shirt here. It's available. This is the women's design, men, youth. There's different sizes, different colors, you know, for you to take a look at. I think the white looks good for this. The only thing that I found interesting was that for whatever reason, the only people that can buy these t-shirts are if you're from the US. I didn't select that. There's no way around it, unfortunately. Amazon's program, Amazon Merch, unfortunately, will only deliver at this time to people in the US. So, you know, I hope they expand it. As soon as they do, I will obviously want to bring that out to the whole world. I can't even order my own shirts. I mean, it's to me, it's truly unfortunate. Anyway, I'll try to figure something out. In the meantime, if you're in the US and you want to purchase this shirt or other shirts, definitely check out the moneygps.com. Head over to the link. You can get this one here. I think it's pretty cool. I think it sends a message. And then I tried to just keep my Money GPS logo very small there, not to be intrusive. Just to send a message to people, you'll be able to do that. At the same time, you support me. So I do appreciate that very much. Once again, that's at themoneygps.com. Take care.